All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's game stream. Today, we have a bunch of updates. So, we're going to take a look. Let's see. Download some maps. I think I might do a separate stream for World Cup. Because now World Cup has ended in the Boston area. So, these are part of the big updates. I'm going to probably update the descriptions of them to have them pretty much. So first thing, what we're gonna do, we're gonna go on the website. We're also gonna check out Transit. You go take a look at the NE Transit pages, and we have some bus network redesign items that we could be covering. Hello, Mass Transit. Welcome aboard. So there's a lot of things that have happened. So there are some new shuttle bus routes that were made temporarily for today. So let's check them out. So we have two shuttles as part of Sail Boston. I went to Sail Boston today. I didn't necessarily take the shuttles, but I observed some at JFK UMass on my way to my destination. I saw 869, got a video of that. I didn't see the Navy Yard shuttle, but I do get the signages. So basically, we have two shuttle routes. One that goes from JFK Mass to Castle Island. Day Boulevard, Castle Island, right in front of the gate. And we have a Navy Yard at Castle Island shuttle that boards in the second busway. Goes down this route. The route should be pretty easy to make, so I think those are the first routes I'm going to make in OMSI too. So, let's see. Yeah, so that's not in the Roblox map yet, so that's only waterfronts. So I feel like those two routes can be done easily. I feel like this route can be done. I just need to add a few stops because we have Navy Yard. As for the fleet inventory, 7-Eleven. So this thing now updates every day. We got an updated version. So now this will never be out of date. So let's check up on the fleets. Let's see. In our waiting repair. So Mass Transit says, when was the last time you were on Boston Bus Simulator at OMSI 2? Um, I think, let's actually check my channel. Up, nope, nope, nope. I don't know what that was all about. Ignore my. Okay, so streams, so barely never. I probably popped in briefly. Let me just mute this. Let's see. I was there in Boston Bus Simulator briefly, about 8 days ago. But let's see what happened. Upper through 34. What about the through 34? Um, I've written it. Let's see. How are the CRCs doing? There's only a pair held for damage. Since 1736 was put back into service. Let's see. No opponents have been scrapped. I feel like this is a bit finicky, and sometimes this is a bit interesting. First pilot car should be delivered by September for Type 10s. Create Route 34. And then obviously 2. Yeah, I might get to that soon because I have some other high priority stuff. But let's see. I'm gonna let the wheel decide in a bit. Doing disposition, commuter rail, new locomotive procurement. Okay. Try new locomotive. 10 diesel electric locomotives, 10 battery electric. Dimensions can be. Yeah, so I guess they're building these. They're building BMUs and experimental locomotives, so they're building more actions. So we're gonna do some bus transfers from Southampton to Quincy. I'll make those in another video. But yeah, I think there was a bus that was scrapped. So yeah, D40LF. Let me find that quickly so we can actually start building our stuff. But yeah, we can look into 34. So remaining RTS got scrapped. Let's see. 1120 health and preservation. Neoplant shells were removed for scrap. A number LFS shell were scrapped. First bus was scrapped, and this one was scrapped 10 years later. Removed for scrap. Yep, so, yeah, so Everett no longer has any scrap buses. The last sighting of the Nova LFS shell was the last sighting ever, and that bus is now scrapped. As for commuter rail sets in the community, I checked it out earlier today, nothing of interest. A JP40MC had brake failure. 1121 failed. And 1776 is back in service. One heritage unit. And 1036, those are the only 2 heritage units on board. But with that being said, let's bust out OMSI2 editor, because we have a lot of work to do. But yeah, let's continue. You know what? I'm actually gonna take your request seriously today, because I feel like those other 2 routes can be done quickly. I guess we can alternate between the 2, alternate between the games. I think PTA is also updated. Free 4th of July. So something is happening here. So while OMSI2 loads, we're gonna take a quick peek at this game. Hello, Alarms on Amtrak. Welcome aboard. Alarms on Amtrak just asked, in your opinion, what should the MBT do with Grand Junction? There's a few things. There's a few things I can do, in my opinion. I I feel like T. I think they could either add service on Grand Junction. I think I could do like a little schematic in trains. those trains long gone. Anyways, let's get to OMSI business. Let's see if I have an A save point for Route 34. Yeah, we could do civil lines 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'd do an inbound 1, outbound 2. Actually, I'm gonna do inbound 3. A save. Let's go to smallest Forest Hills. Hour and 8 for Bangor. Everyone's asking for this and that. And I'm just looking at pictures in the transit community to see people are rumored what 3259 to 101. That's crazy. I'm not sure if those rumors are true. Albany buses on the 101. I can't really confirm it because the newer buses don't have route history for some reason. K-Flyer is somehow making its way back to next South Station. Yeah, the K-Flyer has returned to Boston. Silver Line routes. Hold your horses. I just want to see the constructability of the 34 because everyone's now requesting the 34. Alright, here's Rosendale Square. I'm obviously going to add more buildings later. I think it's just going to be for display. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you guys the best neck redesign. I think the first route I'm actually going to do is the 34 because it's actually the most practical one. I might do it to actually. Yeah, no, I'll leave it up. Okay, I think we're in a good position in terms of the 34. I think more than half of it is done. What we can do is have it go to Dedham Line, and that will force me to make the 35 on Dedham Mall. So yeah, we're gonna see if we can do some construction on the 34. So what street is this? So this is West Boundary Road. This is not going to be, this map is not, I do not expect this map to be perfect because this is a hobby project. This is not really a development work. This is just West Boundary Parkway. Cowling Street. West Boundary Parkway, let's see. Let's continue to build this out. Because I need to diversify my scope. Let's see. Now I have to go into the Hoff editor. So when you ask me to make routes, I have to do all these things because I want announcements. I want authenticity because that's what you guys are looking for. As someone, I have been in your shoes, guys. Um, Rome was not built in a day. I'm not gonna be expected to. I'm not expecting myself to do it, do the full route. But if I majestically do it, then that's a good thing. So I want to do these routes properly, then eventually add buildings. Since I'm running things on a better PC, I do not have building anxiety because building anxiety says, "Oh, I'm not going to put this there because it lags." But I've ran services to Nubian Station, Dudley Station area. The game runs perfectly. It just has some bogged down memory stuff. But anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. I need to find out if I have that stop ready. Cowling Street. Let's see. Lagrange Street. You know what? I'm just gonna do it Lagrange Street. I do have Lagrange Street. I may have to do some en route inspections to make sure that the announcements are working because I'm making so many. I'm not sure how many routes I have. I can't count them all at this time because I'm this is literally a one man show. There's no third parties. Only thing third party is the models that I find in the community. Oh, like Grange Street. I know that I don't have this one. I do have. I do have these routes, so I'm not going to be building the entire stream. I'm going to rotate in between games, just so this is not really a strict. This is not really a strictly a building stream because we're going to do some other things. Probably do some commuter rail stuff. Because I need to do. There's a bunch of things that I actually do need to do. I think I'm going to play. There's a chance I may play Busbound tomorrow. Maybe is a strong maybe, but that's don't hold me to it. Oh, he goes say, "Oh, you promised us Busbound, but you didn't because blah blah blah." Life happens, you know. Life happens. I seen Big Boy in Philly. Literally saw the world's largest steam engine, fully operating steam engine. Wow. I seen that in person. Like not everyone has the not everyone is able to see the big boy, but I saw Big Boy, and I'm so proud. Like I got to hear its whistle blow. I saw this trail on YouTube. I said I gotta see it. I got to see this big locomotive, and I did it. I think I got it on my a new GoPro that I got. But there's gonna be some new, like the secret project that I mentioned. I'm not gonna. It's like secret to you guys because I don't want to spoil the surprise because it's gonna be like a new Cowling Street. I think I do have Cowling Street in the announcement system. I can't really type it in. Evening, Henry. Welcome aboard. So earlier in the stream, I covered um, fleet changes. Um, unnumbered magnetic Nova LFS bus got scrapped. It has no engine. Batteries are shot or I think the HR Ross, I think they went out. I'm not sure if they went out of business or not, but they left the chat. They left the match. Um, what? I don't have Cowing Street. Um, I thought I saw it. I must be dreaming. Yeah, I'm definitely. Yep, I'm dreaming. Let's add it in. Oh yeah. Let's see, these are the new streets. Just give me a second to place. So I'm gonna do 10 minutes of alter. I'm gonna rotate every 5 minutes. I'm gonna build for 5 more minutes. Then after that 5 minutes, I'm gonna switch up a different game because I don't want people to be bored. To be honest, like if I'm like, this is not purely a building stream because I know that I want to give flexibility to use guys, so that's why I made it more broad. Unless if I'm trying out a game, like if I'm trying out a new game that I got, for example, what I'm going to do next is Busbound. I'll be only focusing on that game, but if I will have some streams where it's more open ended, so I can take requests and whatnot, build certain routes. Because everyone wants the 34 in OMSI. A bunch of Arborway routes, which is fine. It's fine by me. I have to make sure that the map works together. Also, New England Transit. Actually, speaking of which, hold that thought. You're gonna get while I'm playing the game next. That'll be my next game. Um, I'm just gonna drive the 105 from Sullivan to Malden in the FIFA World Cup wrap bus. Actually, I'm just gonna do America 250 wrap bus. Then because we can do a FIFA when it's FIFA time, when I'm doing a FIFA theme. Because based off what I've known, because I've filmed some Broad Street trains in Philly with extra crowds for they all go to NRG station where the Philadelphia Stadium is. So bunch of crowding. So service patterns. But I wanted to recreate some service patterns. I heard some New Jersey Stadium. Obviously, all the stadiums have been renamed because they don't. FIFA doesn't want the branding, doesn't like the branding, so they just renamed the stadiums temporarily. So we have some few FIFA World Cup. So mostly I covered the New England territory. Now, actually, no. We have stepped out of New England. I've covered the stuff in New York. Now Philly is now added on the list. It's like a relatively short flight if I were to do weekend stuff there. So it's within the circle. So yeah, we can cover stuff in Philly because it depends on what we can deliver. We have lots of deliverables. I have tons of trains. I don't mind doing other territories. Not everyone here has to be from Boston to watch it, but we primarily do Boston stuff here. But we always have room for other agencies because transit is very important across the country, where unfortunately Sometimes transit is underinvested. Disable trade. So that's why you got to invest. So I have to make sure I have to tie this in with the 35. So this is Smithson Street. Yeah, so Smithson at Washington. So just take a look at the map. Let's see what territory we've covered so far. So this branches off. So we have West Boundary Road. Holy cow! So um, hold on, let me think. Because if I'm going to make the 34, I'm going to do it properly. Um, Henry, I think I might show the bus network redesign map after I do the 105. Okay, so I left off at let's see, West Boundary Road. Okay, sometimes. Okay, okay, I'm messing up here. Hold on, hold your horses, because I think this is West Boundary Road. West Boundary Road. Okay, I've established that. I'm making mistakes, and that's not because I'm bugging here. Okay, okay. I'm making mistakes here. Oh my goodness, I just blundered. Okay, quick, because I'm repeating stops that are not there. Weymouth Avenue. Okay, because I just blundered. I really blundered bad. What's wrong with me? Do I answer that as a rhetorical question? Okay, I just pushed it up 8 times, so this is it's not gonna be a stop. So this go bye bye. Ah man, I should have referenced the map. I shouldn't just assumed. Thank goodness I caught this now. Better now than later. Commuter rail train symbol 6. I think I might do something like that later on in the stream, depending on how everyone's feeling. While Roblox is loading, I'm going to quickly go over the bus network redesign map and share with you what will be changing next. Because we need to review that because we just got some information. So we're currently building the 34. Holy cow. Grove Street. Holy cow. I'm much closer. Yep, I'm definitely closer than I think I am. Okay, so the 35 will come back here soon. I'm not going to make every stop because I'm not making thousands of bus stops. I'm just making the major ones. But if there's a route if there's a bus stop, if there's a bus stop that will need to be. If you want me to add in a bus stop on the route where a bus stop does not exist, just let me know. But but the route needs to be completed first. Or if I'm making a route and if there's stuff that you want me to add, then just let me know that I haven't included. But I'll see if it's feasible. I'm not gonna say yes, 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 yes. But I feel like I've reached a great tie-in point. So yeah, I guess since I'm technically, quote unquote, technically ahead of schedule, just yeah, this blunder actually helped me. So it's gonna be a repeat of bus stops. I need to connect this. Nope. All right, then let me Grove Street. So this is where the 35 will reconvene. So the 35 will be next, probably the next route. But for now, we're going to make the route to Dedham Line. Probably in this stream. Probably in this stream, I might do up to Dedham Line. Okay. Correct, Henry. The 34 will be extended. Okay, I think I'm going to add Grove Street, then I'm going to switch over. Then I'm going to switch over. Hopefully this is tied in correctly. I think this should work. Anyways, next I'm gonna hop over to Boston Bus Simulator in Roblox and drive the 105 with the America 250. I think I might do an America 250 stream. And the reason why I don't have it for the 4th of July or on Independence Day, if you question that, then my absence will be justified because I was actually celebrating those events in real life. I can't be in two places at once. Then, oh, why not clone yourself? Even if I could clone yourself, then you may not break the space-time continuum, but there are other things. I'm gonna make this a save 34. Reason why I'm not saying slash 35 because I need to build the actual 35 out. I'm gonna save the game. While the game is saving, let's check out the bus network redesign map. And I'm going to say, let me take bus network redesign fall 2026. Okay, so phase one, fall 2025, fall 2026. So these will be the fall 2026 changes, as shown on the MBTA website. Let me just remove the chat box to the other side so you can have an unobstructed view of it. So let's read this together. On December 6th, we'll be making better bus network changes on routes 65, 220, and 222. Here's what to expect. Route 65 will serve Ruggles and Kenmore with extended hours, more frequent off-peak service, and new Sunday service. All Route 220 trips will serve Hingham Depot with more frequent service. All 222s will serve Lovell Corners with more frequent service. So I guess they're just going to change the signage to Lovell Corners. So here's what's going to happen on Route 65. Instead of going to Kenmore, it's going to divert to Ruggles. So it starts at Ruggles, so down Ruggles Street, Longwood Medical Area, then go to Brookline Village. Hello, Random. Welcome aboard. Okay, discontinue service, Fenway, Kenmore. These are the stops that the route will no longer serve. However, you can take the 8, 19, or 60 for those similar stops. New Route 65 stops. These will be new stops at the area. Now we're going to Quincy. Quincy is going to have high frequency bus service with the combination of the 220 and 222. So this will be the first and only high frequency corridor in Quincy. Starts at Quincy Center and ends at Bridge Street, where the two routes will diverge. So buses will arrive 3 minutes or less on both routes between 5 a.m. and 1 a.m. Monday, Saturday, between Quincy Center and Bridge and Newton Street will arrive 15 minutes or better. There's a continued service Hingham Center Loop. So all these stops will be discontinued, and passengers can just walk there. So we're gonna either, I need to redo the 220 anyway, so you'll expect to arrive from that soon. Discontinue service East Weymouth. So which alternates. Others run to Lowell Car, currently called Washington and Pleasant Street. So the 222P will basically take over, but it will just route. So these are the stops that are being removed. So yeah, now we're gonna flip back exit the game. The game has been saved. We're gonna flip back to the bus network redesign map. MBT bus network redesign map. Okay. Hello, John. Hello, Joanne. Jonathan. Joanne. I'm sorry, I'm butchering this name, but thank you for subscribing, though. Okay, let me see what the chat is doing. Okay, we're gonna look at the PDF for the map, and we're gonna bust open Roblox. Greetings, Northside MVP. And this map is a bit cluttered, so 65 will go from Ruggles all the way down to here. So those are the only things that are changing. But we'll be taking the Route 65. So the next route that I'm going to do is the 60. I think the 220. Probably 220. Do the loop. And call it. I heard that 1717 was involved in an accident. And yeah, it's very unfortunate, but luckily, hopefully everyone's okay. So yeah, so here's Bus Echo redesign in the Arbor Way territory area for most of the routes. Feel free to actually, you can just see this online. I was going to say take a screenshot, but this is not my file. It's a publicly available file. And you see that the 34 will extend to Legacy Place. The 28 will extend it to Kenmore over here. Uh, 716. Where is Dedham Line? Because I'm just a few stops away from Dedham Line, but as I promised, I am a man of my word. Go play a little bit of Bus Simulator. Hello, I love Six Train. Welcome aboard. I'm about to finish my it's pretty long. This will require some. Hopefully, I'm able to do it soon. Because I don't want to do two extraneously long lines in a row, so that'll be for next month. I wish I had fixed. I wish they had more north side lines. I feel like Providence. No offense to the Providence line, but I feel like it's been. I think we have too many renditions of the Providence line. I'm sorry, but that's what I think. Don't take them away just because I don't like them. I really like. I just use multiple lines. Like Train Sim Classic. Train Sim Classic. You can literally choose any line of New Jersey Transit. You can like literally choose any line in the New Jersey Transit. Like you can just choose anything you want. Like you can literally. You can literally do any line on the New Jersey Transit map. You can like any line. I think there's one line that you can't really do. I think it's one of the yellow. I think it's the yellow line. But literally, you can go. I think the Raritan Branch. You can do Morristown. You can do it all. You just have the whole system. And you just have the whole system at your disposal. The entire New Jersey Transit network probably much bigger than the T. I may be wrong though. I I get it that Train Sim World does some renditions here and there. You have like you literally had that was what I expected. You literally have every line, but for the T, you don't really have that much line. You don't have Providence and Worcester. You have also have, you just don't have Providence and Worcester and Stoughton. At least we got Stoughton. I'm glad that we got Stoughton. So basically we have 3 lines. Birmingham/Worcester. I feel like we don't have enough.
Route 105, Miami Station.
Really, we don't have enough MBTA routes. I feel like there should be more MBTA routes. Like on like different platforms. I feel like I'm grateful for the Providence line and everything, but we have 3 iterations of the Providence line.
Alford Street at Main Street.
So you have it in Roblox, you have it in Train Sim Classic, Train Sim World. It's cool, Well, I would like to see more lines. Like we have full-fledged fleet of equipment. But I feel like I'd like to see more north side routes. A route where I can
173 Alford Street.
realistically operate the CPC-1Bs. However, I'm grateful that the Worcester line, I'm actually not really pleased about the Worcester line. Because you have the modern version, that takes place
Dexter Street
on Train Sim World, and you have the old version that takes place in the 1960s with all
Thorndike Street
stations, which I really appreciate. Random says, yeah, that's like that. I want you to see what I reach all from highest to lowest. After that, we're
Langdon Street.
gonna relaunch Oxy. Have the gaming wheel set up, so that's what
Bartlett Street.
looks like they're doing some construction on the Route 16. Since they did some updates. Oh dear, what happened here? Oh wait, I'm not going here.
Please make priority seating available to seniors and persons with disabilities.
I forget that the 105 goes over there. Because I'm so used to going down Broadway, but once I'm not going down Broadway. So after this, we're going to do
Main
longitude
Street at
SL5.
Elmwood Street.
Do longitude SL5.
Oak Street.
So as for, I'm going to go up on the 105 and 106 because since we already have the full route representation
Please
of
make
Roblox,
priority seating available to seniors and persons with
anything
disabilities.
in Roblox,
Por favor, cedan los asientos de prioridad
Hold
a
on.
personas mayores o
So,
personas con
since
discapacidad.
they crowned me a content creator, so thanks to them, allow me having to ask. Yeah. Do you want me to make more videos here? I will.
Clark Street. Baldwin Avenue.
Alright, at the next red light, I'm going to initiate
Bradford Street.
up green light.
Winthrop Street. Dyer Avenue. Clarendon Street.
This one's going to turn green. I'm almost on cue.
Cross Street at Main Street. Bus connection. Stevens Street.
Alright, next red, I'm going to still have longitude. And I'm catching all the green
Pratt
lights.
Street.
I just want one red light, please, so I can set up the game. There's no
Ferry
go past-
Street.
there's no
Bus
past-
connection. Walnut Street.
This is the speed out, actually, right? Yeah, so red lights. Finally.
Henry Street.
Oh, Henry. Looks like they got a straight plane up to you. Good stuff. Let's see. Let's push up construction. That's gonna load the background. Green light. So 2088 wasn't involved in an unfortunate accident. You may want to look. it
Please
was
make priority
involved
seating
in an
available to
accident.
seniors and persons with disabilities.
Incidents
Por favor, ceda los asientos de prioridad a
that
personas
resulted in
mayores
great
o
injury
personas
that,
con discapacidad.
there was a loss of so you can just look up the story. It's probably on 25 views of the accident, and and that will be why
Harvard Street.
in the 88 got transferred. I'm not going to go into detail here because I want to keep everything here friendly. Those are accidents. So that's all I'm going to say.
Newland Street at Bryant Street.
Because we don't really go into that in detail here. Name reason why 7 I got renumbered to 910.
218 Newland Street.
The incident happening. That's all I'm going to say.
.172 Bowden Street. priority seating available to seniors and persons with disabilities.
Por favor, ceda los asientos de prioridad a personas mayores o personas con discapacidad.
Okay, I guess I was not speeding. But I'm guessing that you got off at Clarenville.
Lime Street. Cross Street. Bryant Street.
Alright, I forgot to check my coworkers. There's not a lot of service running.
Eastern Avenue.
Only shuttle buses and Excelsiors. Don't do for a left.
Franklin Street. Phillips Court.
Alright, just let me know first.
Main Street. Bus connection.
Oh yeah, definitely. Have to keep in mind the crowds. So I'm just looking back at the comments that you made earlier.
Please hold on or remain seated while the bus is moving.
Now that the World Cup has exited Boston realm.
Center Street.
That was a tight turn. Stop lane is here. Our first route will be the SL5. It will be running from downtown Nubian. I do need to make that sign. It will say Dudley, and I just never changed it. Running the wrong lane. There's a few things I need to fix in the game. I almost ran a red because of the arrow. Good night, Henry, and thank you for watching. Hopefully you got all your updates set.
Please make priority seating available to seniors and persons with disabilities.
Por favor, ceda los asientos de prioridad a personas mayores o personas con discapacidad.
Alexa, that announcement didn't play because normally when the announcement overtakes, I wish I have no lights. I think the announcement overtakes.
Main Street at Salem Street.
I almost reached it. I agree.
Lawrence Street at Lansdale Road.
So the 104 is co-operated by both myself and Omzy in Roblox. Same thing with the 110. The 112, I was going to make it Omzy, but I decided to hold off on that because we have them in Roblox.
Washington Street.
So ones that can be operated independently. So 105, 106, and 112 can be operated on here only. 110 and the 104 can be co-operated. And the shuttle bus, yeah, it's co-operated. Slippery slope. Alright, next we're going to the SL5. Lovely. We'll be using different buses.
Malden Center East Busway, Bay 1. Orange Line commuter rail and bus connection.
I love buses and trains. Welcome aboard. American 250 with all the decorations. Nice. Cars and trains forever. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna do the current era, but I'm just gonna use different buses. We'll be running on the Friday schedule. So we'll go start at shoot. The game may lag.
Center East Busway, Bay 1. Orange Line commuter rail and bus connection.
Oh. Yeah, I was driving the America unit that whole time. I'm not sure if my game is going to crash out because let's just goof around. Just for bus span in the meantime.
Route 104, service to Airport Station. Route 104, service to Airport Station.
I hope not too. Because I'm going to have all
104 service to Airport Station.
no.
Service to Airport Station.
Yeah, so this is one of the partner routes. It's like how airlines have partnerships. They cooperated by here and there. I'm just gonna use unusual equipment because it's my game.
Service to Airport Station.
It's my game, and I can do whatever I want. I will use whatever comes to my mind first. I was gonna do some Metro North filler in the meantime. So we're gonna do 220. We're gonna do the full 220. It's going to include Valley Shipyard in the loop. Then we're going to do 65. Probably a weekend trip. Then the Quincy route should be weekday. Then because service will be increased. Oh, also big news. Also big news. We haven't done 35, but we're close to doing the, very close to doing, let's see, on to Tuesday and Cup, so no, we haven't done that yet. So, still working on the 34 and 35. SLs 4 and 5. Ready to continue back to the SL1. Yep, after the then we're gonna do SL1. Okay, so just gonna speed run this because I'm running late. Hello, MVP. Welcome aboard. Route 85 is finally getting Recon service. Congratulations, Route 85. You build up some air pressure. Oh, too late. I'm gonna use the XE40 D4LF. Because someone else requested this, so I'm going to do their request before I get to yours. So I'm going to speed run this. I think I have collisions off. I'm going to do SL5 and SL4.
Boylston Station, Green Line, Silver Line, and bus connection.
Yeah, the Green Line trains are definitely lagging up. Lagging up.
Tufts Medical Center, Orange Line, Silver Line, and bus connection.
I can actually drive, eyeball it.
Harold Street, bus connection.
I'll eyeball it to Newgate.
East Berkeley Street, bus connection.
So, another reason why I don't really like to have Green Line. Yeah, that's That's why I really don't like to have AI trains on.
Bus
Because
connection.
it just bogs down the game. It just makes everything slower.
Worcester Square.
Massachusetts Avenue bus connection.
Problem is,
Lennox.
Stop requested.
Hello, how's it going?
well, the problem is that some of these trains like the game out. So I feel like the E Street running lines are good consideration.
Memorial Park Boulevard bus connection.
Hey, where you going?
For your safety, please use the crosswalks.
And we'll get throwback.
Stop requested.
Oh, 22. Looking nice. Oh, cool. I did the rebuild. Yeah, I did the rebuild variant. Or was that included? I don't know. Let's see what else I can do. Um, I need to do it with the same bus. Instead of doing the exterior of the drive, because the map is going to crash out on the next routes. recover. Oh, it looks like the altitude crashed out. Oh well. I guess we can go into editor and fix some stuff. But in the meantime, while that reloads and recovers, we're going to do some PTA short-term services just to keep the spirit going. So there are also news for PTA. They're announced that they're going to be doing and that they announced that they will be doing rebuilding the R160, R143 trains. Service being hogged. The next big update yard. Hold on. Doing a lot of things at once. Oh, every track is occupied. Street. Go run an unconventional W train.
Ridgewood Island, Vivian Avenue. Transfers available to the M train. This is the last stop of this route. Everyone, please leave the train. Thank you. This is a Myrtle Avenue bound N train. The next stop is Gates. This is the last stop of this route. Everyone, please leave the train. Thank you. Please step back from the closing doors.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're being held to the train traffic ahead. Apologize for any
train coming. Attention passengers, trains running express. Once again, we're running express to Rendine, doors closing. Train directly behind us. Alright, so check it out like this. Slow brakes. Well, looks like my train is not safe.
Ladies and gentlemen, this train is out of service. The service above the line, please take the next train behind us. Ladies and gentlemen, this train is out of service. The service above the line, please take the next train behind us.
Nothing going out. Service. Alright, so we're gonna make the Dedham line variant. Rockland Towers. So it might come out at 34 and 35. Yeah. Well, the mission was successful. Oh, it'd be best to not make the game angry. You may have to drop down some of our resources. Yeah, definitely gonna drop down the resources. Oh, 35 doesn't stop at. Sumner Street. Sumner Street's next stop. Oh, the mall entrance is there. That makes sense. OMSI 2 loads. Add some new signage. Castle. This say JFK. I think it says say JFK station. But let me double check. Let's try it. JFK UMass station. What's your volume? I'm not playing Roblox at the moment. Oh, I've done them all finally. At least I have the signs in, so when we are ready to actually run the service, we can actually run the service. Okay, I'm so close to getting this route done. 245 Washington Street. The announcers will not be added in, obviously. Paste this, paste this. So the last stops will be coming up soon. So we have your beginning and end points. .272 Washington Street. Then you just flip this over. And you just change the number to 245. The things will display, but they will not actually sound the announcements. Need one more. intersection. Damn line. I don't think I have time to do the rest of the SLs, so I just need the SL1 through 4. Actually, no, SL1, 2, and 3. I have to go to Forest Hills just to grab some additional road pieces. Use that. I need an invisible street so the buses can turn around. Wow. Now let's do some trial and error. Fix can work. We just need to trim it down to here. Or just... There we go. That'll work. Let's see how quickly we can commission the 34. Did online. Because we'll go work with the mall details later. Almost there. Okay, I see. There's a little bit of an issue here. is here. Nope, nope, nope. And the good thing is the 35 will be easy to lay out. Need to reattach these two when they're ready. Now that I finally appeased the crowd, I can actually make the 220 series. Peak efficiency. So we're not going to do announcements for the 34 yet, but we're just going to run the raw routes. Okay, so 34 is now ready to be commissioned. Do you have a denim line? Denim wall, yep. We have a reserved the denim line sign. How that rhymes. That's a knee slapper. Oh boy. My jokes are flat because I just think I need to eat dinner. See, this is what happens when you mismanage your time. In theory, I could drive over to Stop and Shop and get some stuff. Not sponsored. Wait a minute. Did I just? Oh, it's loading. I just forgot. 7-Eleven day. Can't believe it's 7-Eleven. And 7-Eleven, the bus got scrapped. Hooray! The mass transit says scanning a desktop soon. Nice. I'm not sure how the game is performing with the schedule. Alright, we're going to do an analysis. Yep. Now I can play Blossom Bus Simulator. That is nice. Okay, Roblox is taking up a bunch of resources. We're going to close you out. Okay, I've gotten everything that I need from you. 34. I'm not sure if I have the 4 gigabyte patch. I think I may need to repatch it. I can play the bus simulator. I think that could be our last thing that we did. The 34 is gonna be delayed. Okay. Yeah, this bus should run every half hour. Oh, this is so slow. Yeah, I really need to get the 4 gigabyte patch because every game is performing at their standards. Oh, time to wait for a million years. I guess I could play MBT Route 22 for now, while the game tries to come up with something. Let's see. Editor is just running slow. Behind. So, 28. Oh, wow, I don't see it on there. No, no runs. Oh, I'm so hungry. Anyways, I just need to repatch it. Yeah, there you are. I see. Itching so badly. You're 22. Let's see. I'm not sure where your game went. Oh my goodness, I'm so. You know what? I'm gonna need to continue adding more runs per patch, but we're gonna do some substitutions for now. This. Okay. Google Maps car. Alright, we're gonna do some oh, we're gonna do the SL1 in Google. Okay, we're going to do bus. This is the runaway. I'm going to do SL1 on the Google Maps. Let's see. Let's see if I actually can do this right. Um, Up on the wrong side of the road. And these are those tow can trees. Well, I'm just gonna be lazy. Hybrid. Have Silverline Way. Design Center. Now we're gonna go to Chelsea. This is how lazy I've become because I don't have enough food. I have no idea where I'm going. There's somewhere in Chelsea. I don't know where. Return to sender. Boom. Okay, I'm starting to get tired now. So yeah, we did the 34. We have a run in there. Definitely gonna have to lower the resources. This is taking way, way too long. Only one simple change. There we go. 34 is now. 34 is now done. Another one trip. We will add more servers as needed. Now we're going to leave the game. So yeah, hopefully. Got all our updates out. Everything's all our goals. And we will add the shows in later. This is pretty easy. Pretty simple. It's not rocket science. Yes. I saw Sarah Boston. Oh, this lag for Omni is starting to get out of hand. I may need to reinstall the 4-patch gigabytes. Anyways, yeah, need some food in my system. Anyways, thank you for watching. Have a nice day, and see you.